I had just realized how cold it is in this room. Like, look at the temperature gauge in here. You actually, if you've not bought warm clothes, you're going to be going through a lot of food in here.
Yeah, well, you were told several times.
That's true. I assumed that was just for getting in, but yeah, like for the fact that you need it for the entire time when you're in here as well is that makes me very glad I spent all my money on this shirt again, which is a good shirt.
Yeah.
And welcome back, everybody. Welcome to Extra Play. I'm still here with Josh, and we're gonna finish this dungeon today. Which might mean this might be a long episode, so check below the video and see the runtime, and that will tell you exactly how good we are at Zelda.
AKA not very good.
Yes.
Prediction.
It's not often that you have an exact measurable way to gauge someone's skill at Zelda, but it's your lucky day.
I really love those mouth spawners.
Yeah. They're so weird.
It's both adorable and creepy and weird and fun.
Zelda artists are good at that.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's... Ooh, I see another one of these little bomb slots, and this thing, what does this do? Ah, wind. Interesting. Okay. So let's start with...
Did you say winteresting?
Starting off strong.
That doesn't even count as a pun, does it?
You know, it kind of does. I think it qualifies. We'll count it.
Okay.
Go on, shoo. Okay. Keep going.
Oh, can you hit those with your sword to get them to go faster?
That's a good question. Let's,
That might be close enough.
Close. Come on, bomb. Alright, I'm blowing it up. Hey, good enough. I'm actually going to hit it this time, though. It looks like we got to get it down that far, and then... Yeah, then start the wind and blow it up to blow up that wall over there. Okay.
I wonder what that plunger is for.
I don't know.
Oh, maybe the crystal pushes it back. No, the crystal does wind.
Oops. That's not how it works. That's not how bomb rolling works. Okay. Let's try that again. And, what happens if I hit a bomb? Not a whole lot of anything, I guess. Come on.
What if you... No, if you blow up a bomb by another bomb, it just blows up both the bombs.
I believe so. There's gotta be some way to... I wonder if I use a leaf. Maybe I can blow it further.
That's right. Not through that little tube.
Hmm.
I wonder if this is one of those things where you gotta tilt... Oh, well, okay.
Okay, sure.
That'll work.
Yeah! Oh, there's a larger ball. Huh.
Metal ball.
Interesting.
Metal ball solid.
I'm very curious and also just kind of depressed thinking about what the Metal Gear franchise, if there are any further Metal Gear games that are going to come out, what they will be without Kojima present.
Besides pachinko machines?
Yeah, besides that. Like, granted, we're going to be seeing plenty of those. I'm just wondering if they ever do make another Metal Gear game. And honestly, it seems like Konami's not super interested in game development at large anymore anyway. But if they did pick it back up, I don't know, that would just kind of seem sad.
So you gotta magnet that ball. Pretty sure you can do it through that wall.
Oh, you think so? Let's try. Maybe.
No? Okay.
Maybe I have to get inside. There's also this plunger thing, which we still haven't figured out exactly.
I feel like you're gonna want to push the ball into the plunger to open the door.
Yeah, I feel like you're right.
I think you're gonna have to tilt the bird.
Oh, yep. You called it. So, can I get up there? That seems like one of those little control stations. Maybe I can... I mean, probably not, but maybe I can fly from
So
here.
that grate you cannot climb on.
No, this one right here you can't.
That just bothers the snot out of me.
I understand.
I am snotless.
Oh, wait, no, I can fly from over there, of course. Silly me. This is a ramp. And we're off. Thunk. Nope. I guess not.
That might be another thing where if the bird's tilted, it'll be able to fly to it.
That's true. Or maybe we can open this up and get some wind in here. Alright, so... that's not going anywhere. Check some other rooms. So I was saying between episodes that, like... yeah, yes.
Oh.
Animation-wise... I need a sword. Animation-wise, I don't often find a lot of Zelda games super impressive, like, character in terms of, like, Link's animation. A lot of it is very functional, but, like, I think a lot of it could be better looking, but I am kind of impressed in the ways that they find to, like, it's hard to put this into words, but Nintendo's very good at knowing what they do and don't need to animate Link doing, and they're good at knowing how realistic and how detailed they need to make that animation. And they and if they don't need that detail, they don't tend to do it. Like, a common example I use a lot of times is from The Witcher 3, when you're, like, opening a door. A lot of the times, Geralt doesn't, like, actually reach to grab a doorknob and open a door. He just, like, the door opens and you walk through it when you press A. But, like, and that's the thing that players don't really notice. But if you are working on a game that has realistic animation and, like, photorealism is sort of your goal, a lot of the time you will instantly think, oh, there's a door that needs opening. We must animate the characters opening doors. And you won't actually think twice about it. But that's probably work you could save. And saved work is really important. Like, keeping scope down on a project is hard enough.
Yeah, I remember in their GDC talk, Nintendo was talking about when they were doing the look dev on this game. They were experimenting with Wind Waker style aesthetics, and they said something that struck me as kind of odd, which was that the physics systems that they were developing at the time didn't look right with Wind Waker's cartoon level of cartooniness. However they put that, but it also didn't work right if they went to photoreal, and so they kind of landed on this, halfway between Wind Waker and photoreal, which I don't know. This, to me, it looks very much like Skyward Sword.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. It's kind of in that Skyward Sword realm, but a bit better looking. Like, I'd be very interested to see that sort of pointillism painting background blur sort of thing that they had in Skyward Sword applied to actual HD instead of on the Wii. But yeah, I agree that Skyward Sword feels like the closest analog art design-wise.
But yeah, I mean, that's going to feed into their animation decisions too. Oh, there's the beginning. Okay, I see. Well, you can tilt the bird.
I can now tilt the bird. So let's see about this here. What happens when this? Oh wait, we're already that. What happens when this? Oh man. Okay, so we get those things moving. So that's one thing. Get out of here. Oh, it's weird fighting on on terrain that's sloping as you fight. Oh, that's cool.
Fun and different. I like it.
Yep.
I just love everything about these animal dungeons.
They're so good.
Well, not everything. I don't like the inconsistent shape language on climbable surfaces,
right.
And I don't love the color scheme.
Oh yeah.
I like the shape language in general.
Is the color scheme just a little too samey?
It's
very kind
that's
of yellow,
part
brown,
of it.
orange.
It's just so kind of muted. Like, maybe it's the shaders more than the colors. Like, if that gold was like really gold in spots, like it had rubbed off on the corners or something and had some real specular highlights. But as it is, it feels like those religious broadcasting channels that have all the fake gold painted props and stuff. That's what it makes me feel like. It's like the whole
it does.
altar and chairs and pulpit and everything is just like flat, brownish gold spray paint.
Oh, it totally does. Okay, now we can.
Okay, where's that ball? Oh,
There's balls in here. So let's see what happens if I rotate the bird.
looks like you're only rotating. Wait,
Like the
roll. You're only rotating roll.
Yeah, and only the center of the bird,
But that ball's not
too.
going to come out unless you... Oh, there's 3 different axes?
No. We're like, this sort of is our direction.
Oh,
here.
you're
Like
the front. Okay, I was thinking the ball was in the front.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. So this is just on one wing. However, getting it over there is going to be...
Looks like you're going to have to start tilting in one direction and then maybe change it partway through.
Yeah, that's interesting. How do you get it over here on this side? Do you have more control? Like, no, it just looks like it's just
There's just 3 options.
this axis, and it only moves the center of the dungeon too. Interesting. Or just like the front half. Oh no, the head doesn't rotate. So okay. Okay, what happens if I rotate it back to center now? If anything. I assume I still can't control it through this. Nope, I can.
Assumption denied.
Yep. That'll learn me to assume things. Okay, now, which way am I facing here? Is this right?
Go down.
Is this right? Yeah, this is right. Yes! Plunger! Haha! I feel clever. Alright. And there's another one. Oop, no, don't climb it. 2 down, 3 to go.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Keep going.
Yeah, that, by the way, if you folks haven't watched the GDC talk that the developers of this gave this year, it was really awesome, and I believe it's on GDC's YouTube channel for free now, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. I can't get up there. So yeah, I'll put a link to it down in the description because it was a good one. I tend to favor animation and art and sometimes design talks from GDC. Just a lot of the other ones, like little intricacies of wisdom, are lost on me. But that one was really enjoyable, especially seeing the clever idea of prototyping this stuff in old NES style 2D.
Yeah.
Is a cool idea, and seems like it would be really hard to pitch that at any other studio. Can we make this game almost completely in prototype form in 2D first?
And it spawned a little project some guy was doing in Game Maker. He's making, well, he started making that literal thing where
really?
it was a Zelda game with Breath of the Wild, 2D Zelda with Breath of the Wild. Of course, Nintendo slapped him real fast with the cease and desist.
Sure, as they do.
And now he's just developing his own IP with the idea. But it's gonna be cool. It looks really fun.
That's kind of interesting because like I think to myself every time someone starts doing one of those projects, why are you doing that? Like A, you don't own that IP, so like B, so they're going inevitably to hit you with a cease and desist, and B, they're gonna hit you with a cease and desist. Why are you doing this? Like, why aren't you just starting, like, take this idea and make it your own thing? Which some people do, but I wonder if there's some sort of like inherent marketing value to first making it a thing that people know and like waiting for the cease and desist, then pivoting, but people are paying attention.
Yeah, it depends on how cynical you are, I guess. I tend to believe that a lot of people do it just because they are legitimately fans. Like I am going to someday remake The Legend of Zelda with all my little claymation sculptures as the art. Now, will I ever be able to sell that or even let anyone else play it without getting sued? Absolutely not. But it's just my little thing that I need to do because I'm a fanboy.
Right,
so,
yeah.
I give people the benefit of the doubt with that.
Yeah, I suspect you're right. In most cases, people just see a thing, they're like, oh, I want this to exist. And it's a thing from a property I don't own, but I want it bad enough anyway that I'm willing to risk it. Okay, so we got a little thing on a slider there. And
Looks like you want to slide it the other direction.
looks like I do. Oh, did I open it? Whoa, I did open a thing. Oh, that's awesome.
That's just so neat.
I love it.
You're
so
in a
much.
dungeon, but you're also in a massive airplane.
And yeah, and every one of these, like, this is probably all the cooler because we're so high up flying, but that's one of my favorite little spectacle aspects of every single one of these dungeons is just seeing the world around you just moving as this creature moves around. I just noticed this up here.
Nope, there's an eyeball to shoot.
Get out of here. Too high. There we go.
One thing I really wish they would have had more of was enemy encounters in these dungeons. I'm not the hugest. I'm not a big fan of puzzles, but I love combat-oriented puzzles or just combat in general. Oh,
That was weird.
there's a bug. Oh, is it because it stopped and so suddenly bounced everything?
That must have been, or like me interacting with it briefly interrupted the physics, like simulation of it moving with the bird, or I don't know.
Okay, you're gonna have to time stop those fans, I'm guessing.
You're right.
To let it go through.
Well, I'm glad you're here.
But you gotta tilt it back and then tilt it the other way. That's
I
my
gotcha.
guess.
Is that the only fan, or is there another one that's getting hit? But yeah, I think you're right, though. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. That would have taken me a little longer to figure out, I think. I wish there were more variety, speaking of combat puzzles, I wish there was a little more variety of Guardian-type enemies to fight rather than all the little spider bots, because I found myself getting pretty tired of those.
Yeah, in general, so the open world combat tends to be pretty interesting because they've got, you know, they don't have a huge variety of enemies, but they mix them up pretty well. Like, there'll be times where I'm fighting, you know, a mob, I can't remember the name of the big guys, the big scary guys, and then all of a sudden a swarm of bats will come, or skeletons will pop up out of the ground, or the assassins with bow and arrows will, you know, and like once that starts happening, it gets pretty fun. In general, the combat's sloppy, which I'm not happy about, but it's at the same time it's just so dynamic and visceral. So it's okay.
I think I agree. Yeah. I don't love getting into little fights and duels like I do in a Dark Souls game.
Yeah, it's not the same kind of satisfaction. But when there is a giant group of creatures, it definitely. Oh, it looks like you could move that other one. Maybe you move that fan first.
Or maybe I can freeze this one here.
No, with magnesis, you move that one to a different location so the wind won't hit it, and then you freeze the one that you can't move.
Although this one being here might be holding it in place. If it moves, does that fan stop ceasing to spin? Well, that's another thing to test. Can I make this fan spin by just hitting it with a leaf? I also love that there are multiple ways to solve a lot of these little puzzles. Like, in some of the dungeons that have, like, where you've got to get an electric current to go places, and they give you lots of electrical blocks and things to do that with, but if you have electrical metal equipment that you can just drop, that'll work too. This probably won't work.
Oh, before I forget,
Oh, it did. Almost.
Speaking of the combat, I just wanted to throw out another link to Joseph Anderson's video called Breath of the Wild, Not Enough Zelda. It's really comprehensive, really great analysis, and I agree with almost everything he says. And it's also one of these things where, like, he loves the game, but it's definitely not perfect. And it's just a great exercise in seeing how something can be flawed but still brilliant and wonderful. I think it's just so important. Like in our whatever age this is, where people complain online about everything all the time, there tends to be this very binary feeling, like a thing is either terrible or perfect.
Yeah.
And it's so refreshing whenever I see content out there that just looks at it realistically and says it's great for these reasons, it's bad for these reasons, and that's okay. Everyone can still like it, you know?
Agreed.
Or some people can like it, some people cannot. That's also okay.
Yeah, I do agree. We do tend to settle into really needing, like emotionally needing that binary, this is good or bad, and should be universally celebrated and not criticized, or completely ignored and not praised whatsoever. It's easy to fall into either of those two camps. So we got it inside there.
So when you maybe you could make the wind door not open?
That's kind of what I was hoping, but I don't know how to make the... Oops. That's not what I quite meant to do. But yeah, what's keeping the wind door open? I'm guessing it's this fan? Because this one, you were right. Like, if I use magnesis to keep it here and in place, the little the slider will, the grate won't come up and the slider can go all the way down to the plunger. There we go. There he goes. Oh.
That's all you needed to do.
I don't know why it worked that time. But okay then.
Take it.
I'll take it. 20-ish minutes. We're making okay time.
Yeah, not bad.
This will be a long episode, but...
2 terminals remaining. You're almost there.
Thanks, Birdman.
Yeah. Okay, so... got another locked grate over here.
No obvious other buttons around here.
Yeah. Oh, is the door just opening because of this? Yeah, it is. I'm not sure what that was doing, though. Oh, it was this other one up here. I see. Okay. Huh.
There's no way to access that room from outside, is there?
That's
a
good
question. I saw any
question.
windows.
Let's have a quick look around, but I'm not seeing one. Nah. I wish I could detect what's powering those doors, or that gate. Oops, nope.
How do you feel in general about the weapon degradation?
I go back and forth on it. I think it is a neat way to keep you from getting too attached to any one weapon type thing you find, and to keep you improvising. Which is cool, but then they do occasionally give you a weapon that you do want to be able to have available a lot, and it starts causing that same sort of thing that I get in RPGs, where I start finding elixirs and I'm scared to use them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of nice weapons and stuff that I'm kind of don't want to use at all.
You're always waiting for the time you're absolutely going to need it.
Yep. Which usually ends up being, to their credit, and I expect they kind of designed it this way, it usually ends up being boss fights in these divine beasts, because those are pretty hard, usually, I found. Whoa.
That's
crazy.
Auto strobe light going on.
Yeah, is this just like the sun passing through a fan? Oh, that's cool.
That is neat.
Oh, here's a thing we can do. But not yet.
Tilt and then jump on it before.
Tilt and then get in this thing and then ride.
Ride the gondola.
Yeah. Darn, this is cool.
Yeah, I feel like I think I could solve 2 problems in this game at once. And of course, this is hyperbole here, people. Don't take this literally. But this is the first thing I would try if I was in charge of Zelda. I would make it so that all the little like minerals and just stuff you find in the world you could use to.
Oh, here we're in. Just have you walk around.
You could use to feed your weapon durability.
That would be nice.
So you're always feeling rewarded, and I feel like I would be equally engaged as I was at the beginning with exploring every nook and cranny and finding stuff, because I've got this one, Lionel spear that's so awesome. I'm just gonna always be feeding that weapon my resources.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. I think some of the particularly cool, unique weapons you find, like I assume the Master Sword and some of these other weapons that town that city royalty give you for succeeding in finishing these beast dungeons. Like they tend to give you some particularly cool, unique weapons that I think can be repaired. But you have to go to a particular, go back to that town and do specific stuff.
I've never really taken advantage of that or tried.
Like this... No, wrong menu. This scimitar I got from the Gerudo, and it was really great. It's nice and strong and quite durable. Mm-hmm. But it started kind of getting close to breaking, so I don't use it anymore. But I think I could go and get that repaired now if I wanted. Just haven't made the time to do the trip. I want to get on top of this thing. I feel like the last one's probably going to be...
Yeah, the top was so cool looking, and you haven't been up there.
Yeah, let's, what's the fastest way to get out there? Safely.
Yeah, so based on what I had heard before I started playing the game, or very early in the game, I heard that fights tend to get easy really fast, and so the way I've been playing the game is to upgrade my stamina way more than my hearts. And then I also, heard about the weapon thing, and so from a very early stage, I guess you could say, disciplined myself to not care that my stuff is going away and just kind of trust. And it's kind of like a trust fall exercise. You just trust the game is going to give you something cool soon enough. And I feel like that's paid off pretty well as far as my overall enjoyment of the game.
I think you're right. It does tend to work out that way, that there's, even if you find yourself in a situation where none of the weapons you'd want to have in the moment are available, there's usually something.
And there's so many ways to improvise as well. I mean, the fact that you have unlimited bombs all the time,
yeah, that helps.
Really ameliorates that to a great extent.
I might be setting myself up for some failure here. Yep.
It's pretty faily.
Yeah, I'm feeling not good about this. Can I get back is the question.
Oh, wow.
Didn't think that was going to work.
Oh,
all right,
you can
then.
Make it all the way to the...
Yay. Nice. Still don't know what those are for, but probably crafting something.
Yeah, once you find the right laboratory, you can get Guardian themed weapons and armor and arrows. And stuff.
Neat. I probably found that laboratory and then forgot all about it.
Yeah, it's the one with the quirky little guy with the chameleon eyeglasses. They're pointing off in different directions all the time.
I think I have.
It's in the northeast.
Okay, I think I have found that. It's been a while though.
You gotta bring the blue flame to his little stove, and then that unlocks that ability.
Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Let's see what this allows us to do. But the last one's up there somewhere. And we fly! Dang. Anything back here? Just the entrance, it looks like. The entrance and a nice view.
Yeah, that is really cool to get the lay of the land that way.
Ah, that's neat. Where's the last one of these control
How much
stations?
cooler would it be if there were guardians all over that fight?
Oh, geez. That would be,
But
like the big guardians that insta-kill me, or just
yeah, then you gotta duck around pillars and all that kind of stuff.
That would be pretty intense.
Especially fighting them on a slope would be interesting.
That would be, actually. And they do give you lots of stuff for cover up here.
Now, these are bombable pillars. I wonder if that... Well, they look bombable.
They do look bombable, given they're like the same sort of texture as those bombable rocks. Let's see. Hey! Oh, yeah, yep. They explode.
That accomplishes nothing. Okay.
Yep, but I bet the boss fight will be up here. Actually. Which could look pretty awesome.
Yeah, that'll be epic. So you're trying to get to that last one.
Okay, so it's in the wing down below. Okay. Keep on forgetting that the terminals are marked in orange on the little map. Yep. Nope. Missed completely. That is an utter failure of a jump.
Having the glider just be something that is an everyday verb in this game is so helpful in so many ways when you compare it to the convoluted things they do in other Zelda games, like hook shots that have very specific targets, or elevators, or all these things that you just put a wind thing there and players can hop, and it's visceral, it's quick, it's more fun. I mean, it's just win-win-win all around.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm impressed by how, oh, didn't know this went all the way to the top. I'm impressed with how much design utility they got out of this glider. Come on, man. Link.
You say as the system fails you.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and just tilt that downward. That should get the job done. Okay.
So the core mechanic in the elephant was water themed. You were changing the direction of the water spout.
Right.
And in this one, it's wind and tilt, which is very bird themed. The camel was like rotate the inside of a cylinder. But I'm trying to think if there was another theme that felt desert-y or heat oriented or something like that. I don't think there was.
No, I don't think there was, now that you mention it.
Oh, there's a thing to shoot.
Oh, can I make it? Yeah! Hello!
It's so helpless. just watching you.
Oh, there's another one over here, too. That's the one that was giving me trouble inside. Alright, so we're out here now. And we need to get over there.
Glide from here?
Ooh. I wonder if I can... Maybe I can from over here. This little...
If you take the wind current...
Oh, yeah, that's
boost.
That's much smarter. That's much smarter than whatever I was about to try. Okay. Yep. Saved it. And yes! Haha!
Yeah, I was... in the map I was telling you about in an earlier episode that I made for Guild Wars 2, we have gliders that function almost identically to this, and so I was actually making kind of a jumping puzzle that was all about finding the right angles and where to glide from, so I recognized that one immediately.
I need to get further in Guild Wars 2. I didn't know you guys had gliders.
There should be a new glowing point on there. Well, flap to it.
That's a good one.
Oh, man. That is nice.
It's pretty.
Okay, let's tilt the other way so we can get back. Now it's boss fight time. We're at about 35 minutes, so we're well past gold star ranking here. We're kind of eating into the silver, getting close to bronze. But could have been worse.
Always could be worse.
That is true. We'll see how this boss fight goes. It scared me for a second.
If it's anything like all the other boss fights I've had so far, it should take about 2.5 minutes.
And 3.5 tries, in my case.
Really? If
some of these
you've actually died on?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've definitely died on some of these, just because I didn't come in. I've got better food and gear now, so I should be a little better prepared. But speaking of which, let's put on some of that gear. Let's kit up. Yeah, that's good, and let's get more armored. Nope, you're freezing. Okay, never mind. Too armored. There we go. Okay. But although he is so adorable when he's cold.
That's a good animation.
Yeah, that is great. Kudos to whoever did that.
That makes up for the way the Gerudo run.
Oh, I haven't watched how the Gerudo run. Is it dumb?
It's just anime. I just don't like anime.
Fair enough.
It's the knees inward, heels out, elbows in at the hips.
Oh, that's sort of
hands out to the side.
weird, like feminine, but not even how women run.
Yeah.
Sort of. Well, yeah. Like the tropey, not actually feminine run. Well, here we go.
I like his ruddy little cheeks and nose.
Yeah. I gotta say, I've really enjoyed this Divine Beast. This is really, like, a contender for favorite now for the elephant. And the fact that this game, like, half the dungeons, 2 out of 4, are some of my favorites in all of Zelda, like, and most memorable in all Zelda games is, Alright. Alright.
That's an arm.
That's an arm.
And it plays dirty. It defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it.
Man, his pun game is strong.
I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link.
Alright then. I'm guessing...
His aim is dead on. Watch yourself.
Oh, that's what all the destructible pillars
Yep.
are for. Okay.
That's a tornado. And I use it.
Good thing you didn't do what I was about to, what I would have done in this
Aw.
dungeon, which is try to blow up every single pillar to see if there was some secret.
Yeah, that would have backfired. Ah, okay. That would have backfired in the long run. Hey, sweet. I should probably use the stronger arrows, huh? Ow.
Yeah.
Ah! Ow. Alright, let's try getting our bomb arrows going and see what that does for us. No, don't leave. Now he's leaving. That'll work. No. No. Crumbs. Crumbs. I'm coming to get you.
Nice.
Awesome.
Face.
Oh, I love this. This is so fun. Ah! Okay. Okay, get up, Link.
You okay?
I'm alright. Yeah!
Nice. So, I just want to call out here, designing vertically oriented content in general, both aesthetically and from a design sense, and also from a programming perspective, these are all hard to do well. And so when you see it done and you're having a positive experience with it, that's just huge props to that team that can pull that off.
I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, like...
There's a lot of verticality in this game, and it's almost all fun.
Ow.
Just because when you're navigating a 3D space, the more you can just kind of stick to a 2D plane, the less you have to futz with the camera and be worried about what the player can see and can't see.
Ah! Oh, he's right over me.
Yeah, so there's a classic example is like, where is he? You know, the fact that he cast a shadow was helpful, and that he's got dangly bits is helpful. So all these things kind of come into play, and I'll have to be thought about.
Okay. Scared me a bit. Oh, he's leaving. Where's he going? Come on, you. Hold still. Oh, phase 2, alright.
Now he's really mad.
Yeah.
Way to go.
And that went really smoothly for the first half, so now I'm kind of worried. Oh boy. Huh.
He's got little helper buddies now.
Yeah, that's an interesting little twist.
Watch your blind spot. Okay.
Alright, what are y'all doing? Oh, geez. This can't be good. Can't be good. Can't be good. Okay. That hurts a lot. More food.
You packed well. Your
I did.
backpack is stuffed.
Nah, don't leave. Boo.
Can you shoot his little buddies?
That's a good question. I probably should try. Oh, what's he doing? No. Ah, there's two. Ah! Ow. Where'd you going? Oh, you're far away. What are you doing? Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
That's...
I think you want to be under that.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh, careful. There's your tip. Had only you been careful.
No, you come back here. That's gonna be a long shot.
Oh, you still got your ding.
Yeah! Don't explode me. What's he doing? Oh no. Get cover. Get cover somewhere. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better in this boss fight than I did in other ones. I think I really was just not properly equipped other times. Didn't have a full backpack of food and such. No! This is bad. Eat more food. Eat more food to cure your hurricane. Guess it's a tornado, technically, isn't it? Where are you going? Here we go.
I think you should take a picture of them next time you go up there.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if that counts in your compendium, but...
I don't either. I haven't been taking
Right.
photos of the bosses, but I really feel like with this boss in particular, and this, like, the hero of this people would really appreciate showboating.
Okay.
Oh boy, here we go. Lasers.
Safe behind me.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Stand back here. I wonder if time will freeze when I'm mid-air trying to photograph this fellow. Doesn't look like
Oh,
it.
okay, you can't do it in the air. Ooh.
It's a little far away, but that's fine.
Oh, you got him.
Yeah. Nice. I need to move. Oh, geez. There's nowhere is safe. There's nowhere safe.
In general, these do so little damage.
I appreciate it. I'm having so much fun with this.
I guess I know why so many people are doing 3-heart runs now.
Gosh, I can't imagine. Doing good.
I'll be very curious to see what their hard mode is. There's so many ways to do hard mode bad.
Hey, okay.
Whoa, that was cool.
That is cool. What are you doing? Where are you going? Alright. Let's get this done.
Oh, I almost blocked it.
Oh, is he still is he blocking?
I don't know. It's it's not unprecedented. You fought the Hinnix that covers his eye.
yeah.
And that was when I first saw that. I laughed out loud. That was brilliant.
Alright. Here we go. Ah!
No, you don't.
Come on! Hold still. No! Ah! Let me defeat you. Boom! Oh man, that's my favorite of these boss fights so far, easily.
Yeah, it's good. Again, that glider, just no having the glider. It's
Yeah,
so
man.
good.
So time, like 40-something minutes. Average.
In every other Zelda game, you would beat the boss with the glider because you got the glider in that dungeon, and then you'd never be able to use it again.
Yep, that's true. There'd be like 1 or 2 occasions at most.
Here you've spent time investing in improving a skill and a thing that you're going to use throughout the whole adventure.
Yeah, and I used a lot of stuff in here
So
too.
right, yeah.
The magnet, the bombs, wind, a lot of bomb arrows. That was kind of a common theme throughout, but I've used those in lots of places before. Yay! I'll be very interested to see how Nintendo follows this up. Like, do
Please, do a Metroid. Do a Metroid. Do a Metroid.
Well, yeah.
This engine. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, I hadn't thought of that. But yes, that would be great. I was just wondering, like, even specifically for Zelda, though, like, do they follow this up with another Breath of the Wild style Zelda, or do they swing back?
Yeah. Fingers crossed they find a way to push this further.
I agree. Like, if this is their first attempt, I am eager to see their second. Like,
if they want to pull back in people who are all about dungeons and puzzles, I'll pay that price if they do another open world one like this.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, oh man, because like part of the reason you see so many sequels in our industry, aside from just the business aspect, is that we aren't just making media like TV or movies and books and stuff like that. We're also making software, which gets iterative versions because we can then like do better and better and better at it.
Yeah, we're building off of an engine that we've invested time and money and manpower and knowledge into, and throwing that away every time is not usually the best strategy.
And game development is such a process of kind of figuring a game out as you make it and develop it that you inevitably not only make lots of great discoveries as you go, but you think of lots of things that would be great in your game that you have kind of painted yourself into a corner and can no longer do for that specific one you're working on. But like, that's why sequels are great. You can then go back and say, all right, we couldn't do this last time, but it would be really great, I think, if we added this feature or pushed this aspect harder.
Yeah.
This returns Meadow back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior worthy of my unique ability, the sacred skill that I have dubbed Revali's Gale.
All right, that's the right kind of anime right there. Ooh, what is this gonna do?
It's now time to move on and start making preparations.
That's another interesting thing that they do with each dungeon you finish. They give you a new power ability, like either like a one instant revive chance with a lot of health, one that's like an AoE lightning strike, and this apparently wind jump thing.
Yeah.
It's more tools in your tool belt, which is great.
Well, and they're not, or none of the ones I've seen so far are things you have to go into an inventory and select. They're all either upgrading something you already have or passive bonuses, which is nice. It's not adding convoluted complexity to an already convoluted and complex interface.
Yeah. And I was about to say that it's almost like the sort of power or item you would find in a dungeon, but they're just kind of giving it one to you at the end. But it's not quite that. Like, their use is a lot more like narrow and utility than like an actual item tool that you need to use to get around the world. But it does give you just a few more little options to play around with.
I mean, it's very much in keeping with the theme of the game, which is go make yourself powerful enough that you could take on Ganon.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. Oh, and it's going to perch right on top of the city, too.
That does not look structurally sound.
No. Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to ask, how are the rocks in this game? All right.
Some are better than others.
C+.
Yeah.
Meadow's sights are now set. You'll have a precise bead on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Meadow, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years.
Artfully
I doubt
patient.
you'll soar your
Interesting.
feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this divine beast and accomplished something that even I could not. guess I was wrong about.
Look at that. You got a tiny little character arc.
Yeah.
I hope
From a
our
character
luck
you
holds
have
out
barely gotten a chance to see,
for
but
everyone's sake.
yeah. We did it! All right, yay! Thank you all for watching this very long episode.
Whew.
And we'll see you guys next time. We're going to do one more of Breath of the Wild so that we can kind of wander around and see a little bit more of the world before we wrap this up. But thank you all for watching, and we'll see you then.
See ya.
The bluster's power born from the spirit to create an upward draft that carries you into the sky. Ooh. So you hold it.
Super jump.
Awesome.
Wow, being able to do that anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
I'm going to be using that more than any other by far.